As Week 2 of the NFL draws to a close, two teams hoping to make the NFC playoffs will play their last games on Monday Night Football. When the Atlanta Falcons take on the Philadelphia Eagles, who are trying to stay in the hunt for victories, they will be hoping to avoid starting 0-2. Kirk Cousins, the quarterback, will be the center of attention as he attempts to recover from a lackluster start with his new club. But after their significant victory against the Green Bay Packers in Brazil, the Eagles will also be closely watched in their home opener. Due to the hamstring injury that will keep star wide receiver A.J. Brown out of the game, Philadelphia will need to adjust its offensive strategy for the evening. Stay tuned for live updates on the Falcons vs. Eagles game throughout the evening, courtesy of USA Today Sports. Eagles vs. Falcons score. Falcons, none. Eagles, not at all. NFL Stats Central, up-to-date NFL schedules, stats, odds, and more. Stats for the game. In the red zone, the Eagles mishandled the ball on a down. The Eagles failed to punch it in, despite being 9 yards from the end zone. With 4:38 remaining in the first quarter, Philadelphia's promising 10-play, 55-yard drive came to an end when Jalen Hurts' ball to tight end Dallas Goedert was incomplete on 4th and 4 from the 9-yard line, reversing course. During the series, Saquon Barkley gained 39 yards on 4 runs, but as soon as the Eagles entered the red zone, they stopped using their star running back, Tyler Dragon. Eagles fans are dissatisfied with the first series. The first boo was heard in Philadelphia at 8:19 p.m. ET. The Eagles set up 5 wide receivers at the line of scrimmage and called for a quarterback draw. After Jalen Hurts missed the first down marker by a wide margin, head coach Nick Sirianni decided to send out the punt team from plus territory. Chris Bumbaca. Eagles meals prepared at home. Since 2022, the Eagles have the third best home winning percentage, .778, 14-4 in the NFL. They've won 7 of their previous 9 games at Lincoln Financial Field. Tyler Dragon. I saw Bill Belichick at Lincoln Financial Field. Philadelphia. Bill Belichick, the former head coach of the New England Patriots, was seen pacing the sidelines before kickoff. Beside him stood Matt Patricia, the former head coach of the Detroit Lions, and his protege. Joining Peyton and Eli Manning on the Manning cast on Monday evenings has become Belichick's new Monday night gig as the 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach makes his way through his first season without an NFL sideline in 50 years. Chris Bumbaca. When is the Falcons vs. Eagles game scheduled? The Falcons vs. Eagles game will begin at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia at 8:15 p.m. ET. The TV channel for Falcons vs. Eagles, ESPN or ESPN2 on TVSPN, is once again the network that broadcasts Monday Night Football. Play-by-play duo of Troy Aikman and Joe Buck will be joined by Lisa Salters to provide sideline updates. Fans may also watch the Manning cast on ESPN2, which includes Bill Belichick, Peyton, and Eli Manning. Watch the Falcons against the Eagles live. Fubo TV and ESPN Plus live streams. If you're a cord cutter and want to watch the game live, go to Fubo TV. You can watch NFL games for the rest of the season on Fubo TV, which also covers the ESPN family of networks: CBS, Fox, NFL Network, and NBC. ESPN's in-house streaming service, ESPN Plus, will also have the game available. The MNF theme song, In the Air Tonight, was sung by Cindy Blackman Santana, Snoop Dogg, and Chris Stapleton. There can be no NFL broadcast without opening theme music. When the league revealed the new theme music for the show in September 2023, it caused a stir. Chris Stapleton, Snoop Dogg, and Cindy Blackman Santana covered the Phil Collins hit song In the Air Tonight from 1981. The Cincinnati Enquirer's Grace Tucker Eagles at Falcons are inactive. A.J. Brown officially is out. A.J. Brown, a wide receiver with the Eagles, is out for Monday Night Football versus the Falcons due to a hamstring issue. Inactive players for the Falcons: Jace McClellan, RB, CB Jonathan Hamilton Jr., Brandon Dorless, DL, OG Gwyn Jovan, Brandon Parker, overtime DL Rucorhoro. The Eagles' injured players: Tanner McKee, quarterback; Anthony Brown, Eli Ricks, CB; Devin White, LB; Darian Kinnard, OL; Trevor Keegan's original; Byron Young, DT. Falcons vs. Eagles, picks, odds, and predictions. The NFL odds at BetMGM have the Eagles as the favorites to beat the Falcons. Want to place a bet? See which mobile sports betting apps are the best in 2024 for NFL betting promotions. Spread 5.5, Eagles minus 250. Falcons plus 200 are the money lines. Above or below 45.5. Here are USA Today Sports professional match predictions. Bell Jarrett, Eagles; Chris Bumbaka, Eagles; Nate Davis, Tyler Dragon, the Eagles; Mike Mittelhurst Schwartz, Lorenzo Reyes, the Aviators. The Eagles vs. Falcons series has a rich history. The Eagles and Falcons will square off for the 38th time in their history on Monday night, including postseason games. Since the Falcons' inaugural season in 1966, they have amassed a series advantage of 21-15-1. which includes a 3-1 record in playoff games. For those who are interested in NFL history, the starting quarterbacks for the inaugural meeting between the Eagles and Falcons were Randy Johnson, Falcons, and Norm Snead, Eagles. The head coaches were Joe Kuharich, Eagles, and Norb Hecker, Falcons. The Eagles' 27-10 victory in the 2004 NFC Championship game marked the end of the Eagles' 3-year losing record in conference final games, making it the greatest meeting between the two teams. The Eagles won Super Bowl 52 in the 2017 playoffs after defeating the Falcons in the divisional round. Some famous players who played for both clubs have been included in Pro Football Reference's flawless grids, for those who appreciate testing their NFL knowledge. Legendary player Claude Humphrey spent 10 seasons with the Falcons before spending his last 3 seasons in the NFL with the Eagles, where he was a part of the Philadelphia squad that made it to Super Bowl 15. Not only did quarterback Michael Vick start a playoff game for the Eagles in 2010, but he was also the quarterback for the Falcons in the 2004 NFC Championship game. Wide receiver Julio Jones, a 7-time Pro Bowler, spent 10 seasons in Atlanta before playing his last season in Philadelphia in 2023. Jim Reineking, ensure you never miss a moment. Subscribe to our NFL newsletter. Are you a fan of football? After that, you'll appreciate receiving our NFL newsletter straight to your email. Easily get the most recent NFL news, professional analysis, game insights, and must-see moments in your inbox by email. Register right now. View the most recent version here. Week 2 recap, the most unexpected 2-0 and 0-2 squads. Which NFL player earns the biggest salary? QBs make up the top 18 players in the NFL in terms of average yearly income, according to overthecap.com. On the first Sunday of the season, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott agreed to a 4-year, $240 million contract, making him the highest-paid player in the league. Justin Jefferson, a wide receiver with the Minnesota Vikings, signed a 4-year, $140 million contract deal this summer, making him the first non-quarterback on the highest-paid list. A complete list of the league's highest-paid players. Which NFL players make the most money at each position? Every job has a comprehensive list: quarterbacks, running backs, broad receivers, tense conclusions, aggressive tackling. Guards, who are offensive centers. Those who rush the edges, defensive linemen in the interior. Football players. Drawbacks, security. A class act. Gamblers. Occasionally we recommend intriguing goods and services. If you click one of the links and make a purchase, we may receive an affiliate fee. This has no bearing on our reporting, since USA Today is an independent news organization. In exchange for directing viewers to betting sites, Gannett may get payment from sports betting companies. Sports betting companies have no control over newsrooms or news coverage, nor are any of their earnings reliant on them in any way. Terms and conditions are available on the operator's website. Help is available if you or someone you know is struggling with a gambling addiction. Dial 1-800-GAMBLER, NJOH, 1-800-522-4700, CO, 1-800-BETS-OFF-IA, or 1-800-9-WITH-IT-N to reach the National Council on Problem Gambling around the clock. You have to be at least 21 to gamble. Not every place allows gambling or sports betting. Make sure you abide by the laws in your area of residence.